There's a moment that happens to a lot of creators, and it usually comes out of nowhere. You're doing your thing, you're showing up, you're being consistent, and then suddenly someone tells you you're doing YouTube wrong. Maybe it's a comment you've gotten, maybe it's another creator saying this, or maybe it's the algorithm, or at least what people say the algorithm wants. Comment if that's you. Has that happened to you in the past? Because it definitely messes with you, and it has messed with me before as well. Because now you're not just creating anymore, you're questioning everything that you're doing and creating with content. Now, I've been around YouTube for almost 10 years. Most of that time has been behind the scenes. I've been working in my dad's YouTube business, helping other channels grow as well, watching patterns, seeing what works and what burns people out as well. And the one thing I've seen over and over and over again is how quickly creators lose confidence the moment someone tells them you're doing it wrong, especially when that advice comes wrapped in certainty. You need to post more. You need to get better hooks. You need to chase trends. You need to stop doing that or start doing this. And here's the hard part. Sometimes they're not wrong, but that also doesn't mean that they're right for you. This year has changed everything for me. I became a first-time father. I'm still working a full-time job. I've been trying to build something on YouTube in a chapter of my life where time actually matters. Every video costs something now. Every hour spent creating is an hour I'm not somewhere else where I could be. And so when someone tells me that I'm doing YouTube wrong, it hits differently because I'm not just choosing content anymore. I'm choosing what kind of life I'm building around it. And that's the part that no one honestly talks about. Most advice that is given assumes you have unlimited time, unlimited energy, but real life doesn't work like that. And when you try to force yourself into someone else's version of success, it definitely starts to feel heavy. You stop enjoying the process, you start creating from pressure instead of purpose, and you slowly lose the reason you started in the first place. And I felt that tension recently, watching what's working for others, feeling the pull to conform, wondering if I should just change everything just to make it work. And I know you might be in the similar boat as me. But here's the thing, I realized something very important. Being told you're doing YouTube wrong usually just means you're not doing it the way someone else would. And that's a huge difference. There's no universal right way to build on YouTube. I've seen so many channels that do it in a billion different ways and still are able to find success. There's only alignment in your life, alignment in your values, alignment with what you can actually sustain. And I don't want to build something that looks successful but feels empty to me. I don't want to chase the views anymore at the cost of being present as a dad. And I don't want to create content that drains me just because it performs better on the analytics. Now, let me be clear. This doesn't mean that I'm ignoring the feedback. What it means is I'm choosing to filter it. I ask myself, does this fit the life that I'm in right now? Does this help me show up consistently? Does this feel honest in my approach to creating content? And at any point, if that answer is no, then it's not wrong to ignore it. It's responsible. And a lot of creators quit not because they failed, but because they tried to live someone else's path or their advice that they think is the right way to do it. They confused advice with obligation. And when you do that long enough, burnout isn't a surprise, it's inevitable. So if you've ever been told you're doing YouTube wrong and it made you doubt yourself, I want you to know this. Wrong for someone else does not mean wrong for you, especially if you're building alongside real life, especially if you're balancing work, family, creativity, and especially if your goal isn't just growth but sustainability. This channel that I'm creating right here isn't about winning YouTube fast. This channel is about building something that I can actually live with, something that I'm proud of, something that fits my life, and something that I don't have to escape from later on. Now, if you're in a similar place that I am, questioning the advice you're given, feeling pressure to create certain type of content, and trying to figure out your own way, you are not behind. You are just building something differently than someone else. And sometimes that's the hardest path. But remember this, it's also the one that lasts. If you choose to conform to everyone else, you are going to end up burning yourself out, and you are going to lose that passion for creating content and ultimately kill your channel to have any sort of success. And even if it has success, it might not be success in the light that you want it to be. Now, I don't want that for you. So what I want you to do is take a step back. I want you to look at the content you're creating and say, how can I do this to where I am going back to me and pushing out the noise that is coming in from all these other gurus about advice that I need to be doing for my videos? Instead, what aligns best with me in my life? And if you're able to take a step back and do this, you're probably able to stay along with me on this journey of me taking a brand new channel and building it up into something from the ground up. Even though I've had successful channels in the past, I want to start over just to prove that if you follow the right messaging and you follow who you are and the type of content and type of life you want to choose to have and grow your channel on YouTube, then this is for you. And again, I will see you here in the next video.